Fluency, coherence, and vocabulary account for 75% of your speaking score. Are you mastering them? If you're aiming for Band 7 plus, you need to stop guessing and start modeling speaking mock tests like this one you are about to hear. I have guided thousands of both IELTS Academic and General training students to Band 7, Band 8, and even Band 9. Today is your turn. Let's get started. Part 1. Introduction and Interview. Good morning. My name is Ben Wilmot. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My name is Sophie Petit. Please feel free to call me Sophie.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Paris, the capital of France. It's a vibrant city known for its rich cafe culture, the Eiffel Tower, and romantic atmosphere. However, I have been living in Australia for the last 10 years.
What kinds of technology do you often use?
I use a variety of digital tools daily, including my smartphone, laptop, and smartwatch. I also frequently rely on productivity apps, video conferencing tools like Zoom, and cloud-based platforms for storage and collaboration.
How do you use technology in your daily life?
It's deeply integrated into my routine. I use my phone to set reminders, check the news, and communicate with friends and colleagues. My laptop is essential for work, especially for writing reports and conducting research. Even cooking is tech-assisted. I often use smart kitchen gadgets or recipe apps.
Do you think technology makes life easier?
Absolutely. It streamlines communication, automates mundane tasks, and gives us access to vast amounts of information. However, I think it's important to use it mindfully. Otherwise, it can become overwhelming.
Have you used any new apps or devices recently?
Yes, I recently started using a language learning app called Duolingo to brush up on my Spanish. It's user-friendly and makes learning more engaging through gamified lessons.
Do you prefer using a smartphone or a computer?
It depends on the task. For quick messages, calls, or social media, I prefer my phone. But for more demanding tasks like writing, editing, or multitasking, I definitely prefer a computer due to the larger screen and keyboard.
Is technology important in your work or studies?
It's essential. I work remotely, so I rely heavily on communication tools, project management software, and cloud platforms. Without technology, my work wouldn't be possible.
How do you think technology will change in the future?
I think we'll see more integration of artificial intelligence and automation. Smart homes and wearable tech will become more intuitive, and perhaps virtual reality will become mainstream in education and entertainment. The line between digital and physical spaces will continue to blur.
Part 2. Candidates' Extended Response. Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Here's your cue card. You have 1 minute to prepare. Cue card. Describe a movie you have watched and would like to watch again. You should say what the name of the movie is, when and where you watched it, what the movie is about, and explain why you would like to watch this movie again.
One movie I've watched and would absolutely love to watch again is The Pursuit of Happiness, starring Will Smith. I first watched it about 5 years ago during my first year of university. It was a quiet weekend evening, and I remember streaming it on my laptop in the dormitory with 2 of my closest friends. I had heard about the film before, but I didn't expect it to have such a powerful emotional impact on me. The movie is based on the real-life story of Chris Gardner, a struggling salesman in San Francisco who ends up homeless while trying to raise his young son. Despite facing overwhelming challenges, like being evicted, sleeping in shelters, and barely having enough money to eat, he never gives up on his dream of building a better future. He eventually secures a life-changing internship at a brokerage firm, which later leads to a successful career in finance. What struck me the most was the sheer determination and emotional strength he displayed throughout the film. What makes me want to watch this movie again is how incredibly inspiring it is. It's one of those rare stories that stays with you long after the credits roll. Every time I think about giving up on something, I remember how Chris kept pushing forward even when everything seemed hopeless. Will Smith's performance is also unforgettable, especially the scenes he shares with his real-life son, who plays the child in the movie. Their chemistry adds a genuine emotional depth to the story. I also feel that the themes in the movie, like perseverance, fatherhood, and hope, are universal. No matter what your background is, you can connect with the idea of chasing your dreams and fighting through adversity. Watching it again would not only bring back those feelings of motivation, but might also offer new insights that I missed the first time. It's the kind of movie I believe everyone should watch at least once, if not more.
Part 3. Two-way discussion. Abstract questions. Why do some people enjoy watching movies more than once?
I think it's because rewatching allows them to reconnect with the emotions the movie evoked the first time. Some films have layers, symbolism, subtle dialogue, or hidden messages that you may miss on a first viewing. Also, for comfort, people return to familiar stories that make them feel safe or uplifted.
What kinds of movies are popular in your country?
In France, action movies and romantic dramas are always in demand. Lately, there's been a surge in popularity for historical films and locally produced family-oriented comedies. International blockbusters from Hollywood also draw massive audiences, especially among young people.
How has technology changed the way we watch films?
Technology has revolutionized film consumption. With streaming platforms like Netflix or Disney Plus, people can watch movies anytime, anywhere, even on their phones. It's made cinema more accessible, but at the same time, it's impacted traditional movie theaters, which are struggling to compete with home viewing convenience.
Do you think movies can influence the way people think?
Absolutely. Films can shape opinions, raise awareness about social issues, and even inspire action. For instance, documentaries about climate change or inequality can educate viewers and spark debate. Fictional stories also affect how we perceive cultures, relationships, and personal values.
Is it better to watch films at home or in the cinema?
Both experiences have their appeal. At home, it's comfortable and convenient. You can pause, rewind, and eat whatever you want. But in the cinema, there's an immersive experience. The large screen, surround sound, and shared audience reactions create a unique atmosphere that can't be replicated at home.
How important are movies in a country's culture?
Movies are incredibly important. They reflect societal values, preserve history, and showcase language and traditions. In many ways, they are cultural time capsules. Local cinema also helps promote national identity and creativity, and it gives a platform to voices that may otherwise go unheard.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Listen carefully for the band score analysis. 1. Fluency and coherence. Sophie maintains a consistently smooth and natural flow, with ideas logically progressing from one point to the next, from introducing the film to personal reflections on why it matters. Transitions are seamless and well-connected using cohesive devices such as, "What struck me the most? What makes me want to watch this movie again?" I also feel that, every time I think about giving up, there is no hesitation caused by language limitations. The speaker develops ideas fully, balancing personal storytelling with thematic commentary. For example, Sophie says, "Every time I think about giving up on something, I remember how Chris kept pushing forward even when everything seemed hopeless." 2. Lexical resource. Sophie uses a wide range of vocabulary specific to the topic of films, emotions, and life challenges. Vocabulary choices are precise and demonstrate natural usage. Examples of strong vocabulary and collocations include emotional impact, life-changing internship, genuine emotional depth, universal themes, adversity, perseverance, struck me the most, pushing forward, and motivational, among others. There's no repetition of basic words like good or nice. Instead, the speaker varies expressions. Sophie uses phrases like unforgettable performance. Chemistry adds genuine emotional depth. 3. Grammatical range and accuracy. Sophie demonstrates full control over complex grammar structures, including relative clauses, subordinate clauses, and conditionals. Examples of complex structures are evident in the following sentences. What makes me want to watch this movie again is how incredibly inspiring it is. Even small gestures like checking in on a friend or volunteering your time can have a big impact. Every time I think about giving up on something, I remember how Chris kept pushing forward. Moreover, tenses are used accurately, and there are no grammatical errors throughout the response. Sentence structures are varied and natural. For example, Sophie says, no matter what your background is, you can connect with the idea of chasing your dreams and fighting through adversity. 4. Pronunciation. While pronunciation cannot be directly assessed in this mock test, the structure of the speech suggests excellent rhythm, natural phrasing, and strategic pausing for emotional impact. Phrasing like, Will Smith's performance is also unforgettable, especially the scenes he shares with his real-life son. Watching it again would not only bring back those feelings of motivation, but might also offer new insights, implies confident delivery, clear emphasis, and likely effective intonation. Final band score, 9.0. Subscribe to the channel not to miss my weekly uploads. Watch another IELTS speaking mock test shown on the screen. All the best in your preparation.